How we doing? Hey, Bill, Gold, Mike, Coach, Julie, Daryl. Thank you all so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Gary, Chip, Sharon, Raleigh, Rod, Dave, and Sonny. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday, right? Happy Monday. Hey, Bart. Everybody ready to make a little bit of money? Yeah, I truly want to thank everybody for being here for the Road to Wealth pre-market chat. And yeah, thank you very much here. Hey, I do want to remind everybody that, boom, right here, John over at BYOB Day Trading, that's one of the companies that's underneath the Hit and Run Candlesticks umbrella. They are live and they are having an open house today. So if you're not doing anything, if you want to check out a little bit of day trading or just find out what John does, and he does pretty well. He really does. Go over there and check it out, okay? So we'll put that over here for now. There we go. All right. So let's look at the market here. I think everybody knows here I was out Thursday and Friday. Thursday was a little doctor stuff, and Friday was a little bit of traveling to visit some grandkids. And boy, the market kind of got a little sloppy and choppy through here, didn't it? Thursday, I did buy some SPY puts, still holding those while I was at the doctor's. It was kind of fun. You know, you're at the doctor's and you're sitting in the doctor's chair, and I opened up my phone and got on my TastyTrade app and said, you know what? I think I'm going to buy some SPY puts. So I did. And I'm still holding them. One reason I'm holding them is I still think there's a very good chance we come down and visit this area right in here. We're just in sort of a kind of a choppy scenario right now, and we could slide a little bit before we go up. And I do think we go up, by the way. Okay, I don't think anything bearish here. I'm just looking at a little bit of a drawdown in the market. Over the weekend, it was very interesting. I had some time, and I was able to spend some time in our Discord account. And thank you, everybody that has joined in on our Discord account. I appreciate that. It's a fun place. It's where we can chat. I chat mostly in the evenings. I don't get on there during the day. I'm pretty busy during the day. But there's other folks, other traders in there that are. And thank you very much for that. But one of the things, you know, that I see that have come out of this is this choppy zone, and that's where we are now. We're still bullish. Price is above the T line. T line's above the trend indicator. There's no doubt there. We're bullish, okay. But that doesn't mean you can't have choppiness and bullishness. And when you have choppiness, by and large, most traders, not all, will lose money, and then mostly it's because of timing. You know, you can't time the long right. You can't time the short right. You're in a long and it pops up. You think you're about to really rip and make some money, and then it pulls back, and then you're bummed out. And then it goes just a little bit below your opening price, and then you close it up. Then you lose money. Then it goes up, and you just want to throw your hands up in the air. Well, here's a good answer for you. Well, don't trade this crap when we're in this sort of mode. Okay, I'm dead serious. The Road to Wealth account, it's the first of the month. The statement will be out in about 7 days. Sorry, I can't make it any sooner than that. I asked TastyTrade if they would, and they kind of laughed at me. So, you know, I've got to wait about 7 days. It comes out on the 10th. But you'll see that the Road to Wealth account has now tripled in 9 months. Well, how does that happen? It happens by paying attention to the charts and not waking up every day and thinking, well, I've got to trade every damn day. It means recognizing chop. It's taking a logical approach to trading. So let's take a logical approach instead of just go out there and trade. I'm here to help anybody. So please shout out. I've been asked over the years, you know, why do you help if you can make money in trading? I love it. I've never done it before. I've never been a teacher. I've never been an educator. It's fun. I love meeting people. Believe me, I still will do okay. And I think right now, what do we have for new people? $49, 2 hour coaching. Get a life if you think I'm making money on that. All right. Okay. Now let's get over myself here and let's take a look at some charts. Okay. Thank you for listening. All righty. The SPY is still bullish, but I think it's heavy into chop, tough to trade. Qs. Qs are doing a little bit better. I kind of like what the Qs are doing, although it needs to break out. If the Qs, let's put this line up here. If the Qs end up closing below 636.80 up here, well, that's in that choppy zone right there. We're just in that consolidation. Consolidation is choppy. So, what we need is that breakout. If we take a look at the diamonds are doing good. We're in a nice pullback choppy zone right now, aren't we? I mean, look at those candles. If that's not choppy, I'll be a monkey's uncle. That's choppy. Nice pullback zone, but a bullish chart. Okay. Let's take a look at the transports. Oh, break my heart. You're breaking out. I love that. So what's that leading to? The possibility of some higher numbers when we see a breakout like that. This is why I think the SPY ends up going toward that 7,000 mark. Even though it might be trying to pull back a little bit, that's what charts do. They just don't go straight up. So transports, rock in here. Of course, we need to hold in here, move higher, but man, you can't hardly ask for any more than that. Let's take a look at SMH. Again, oh my goodness sakes, what a beautiful chart. But it's funny how everything can look so good, but yet you can lose money. How is that possible? Well, it is, okay? So this is one of the things that I hope that, everybody can learn and overcome. It's a tough scenario. Believe me, it is. But anyway, right now, it's a gift. In some ways, it is a gift, good son. But you can also make your gift. It's not like you're born with it. You can create your own gift, but you do have to take the minute. And thank you, good idea. You do have to take the minute and it's like a gift. There's an item in there, so you've got to figure out what your item is, and then you're going to have to take the time to wrap it, put some ribbon around it, put a bow on it. Now you've got your gift. Okay, but it takes time to create that gift. You're absolutely right. Thank you, sir. Well, good words there. Thank you. All right, I've got here. We better do this, hadn't we? Let's take a look at our T2123. We closed down a little bit, candle wise on Friday, but overall, I kind of like what the chart is doing. I mean, we've turned green here, and the dots, they're green. Prices are green, the dots are green. The T line, the white line, is above the trend indicator, but we are not yet above that 34 EMA. And that's, hey, we're heading in the right direction. I'm okay with that. So let's see if we can't pop up. If we do, well, we may be on that road to that 7,000 mark on the SPY. Might be an attempt to get it up there. If we look at VXXX, I don't really care for that. That's a bummer. Price is actually up above the T line. T line's above the trend indicator. That's sort of uncool. That could be a little problem that we have right in here. So let's, we got to watch this. And this is one of the reasons why I say the first, 30 minutes of the market is I don't know. I usually sit back. I mean, there's times I jump in and buy, but for the most part, I sit back and let all the yahoos go out there and beat themselves to death. Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Let's let the market calm down first 30 minutes. Let's let it shake everything out and let's see what we've got. And then let's trade. And that's my motto for morning trading. So for whatever that's worth. Anyway, Overall, I think the market is looking pretty good. Overall, I do think the market goes higher, but we are in a bit of a rough little patch right here. And I am holding those SPY puts right now in case we just want to bleed down a little bit. And that's cool because then we can really rip to the upside from there. That would be a meaningful pullback. That would set up a lot of charts. So, um, anyway, we'll see how that works. I'll let the room know, of course, if I close them out or not. So, anyway, here we are. Let's look at some charts, okay? So I really messed around this morning. I have a list here. I haven't put them in any kind of order, like what to talk about today. So we'll kind of bounce around. One thing I did do is we've gone through earnings enough. I think this list is kind of filtered out where we don't have to worry about earnings. So here's Marvel earnings in December, nothing to worry about. I know we're up, so I'm kind of watching this for a pullback, a 3/8 trap. And this is what I do. I look for charts that are working, and then I wait patiently for them because I know if they're working, and um, the trend will continue until it's no longer a trend. So if we just take this low to this high, this higher low, so everybody would have loved to have gotten into that. Well, in my mind, the way I trade, um, I think it still goes higher. Now, the thing of it is it's very likely to pull back, and that would offer me an entry, and then I can look for that higher move. So we can look at this as 1, 2, 3, right? And 3 is my money wave. I shouldn't have said wave. I'm not looking at waves. Um, 3 is my money shot. That's the money shot for me. So that's what I tend to look for. Anyway, let's look at BIIB. Look at that one. BYIIB pulled back almost to the 200 period moving average. Big old bell toll. We're showing confirmation, right? I still think we get up here on 174 area. And that's just simply taking, the highs from over here. I'm looking at July highs down to the lows and giving me that 50% retracement. Look, there's no super science behind that. Okay, it works. That's all I can tell you. I prove it every day in the room. I mean, it doesn't mean every chart does that. Okay, don't take that completely wrong there. But that makes for a wonderful target. Then it's up to you as the trader to enter, manage, and trade your chart. Okay. So right now, BIIB is looking good. Here's another one. LAES earnings not till next summer. So that's cool. And here we've got a big pop up, a low, a high, a higher low, working on that higher high, getting ready to rock and roll up higher. That's what I see. Target here around 670, and maybe eight, in the 850s, and then one more up here at the 960 mark. So AELAES. IQT, look at IQT here. Earnings December, so nothing to worry about. Look at that nice little, we come in here, make that bottom, we pop up, and now we're just consolidating, waiting and watching for this to move. Maybe even a buy soon. I can't say I'm going to buy this. That's not the way I operate. I have a watch list. I look at charts throughout the day. I see what's working, and then I look for that buy. Oh, Ricardo, all good. It just testy stuff is all it is, Ricardo. All good. Here's one I kind of like. IBKR. I'm a little partial to this one. I think IBKR is setting up earnings not till January, so we're out of that concern for a while. You can see how this chart is trending. And I think one of the things that really helps traders is when now everybody listening at all will be shaking your head. But the true shaking your head, yes, you understand. But do you? Do you really? Or is that just a cool thing to do? Say, yeah, man, I get it. I understand. So this is where you've got to sit back, and sometimes some people need help with this, um, talk to somebody about it. But when you truly, truly believe, you got to believe, and when you truly, truly understand how charts work, charts go up, charts go down, they go up, they go down, they go up, they go down, they go up, they go down, they go up. And bullish charts, longer term bullish charts, well, all that's done while moving up. Now, everybody sees that and everyone's shaking your head. Yeah, man, I see that. That's cool. But do you? Do you really? Now, do me a favor and just give that some thought. Do you really? Don't need to answer. I don't want any answers. This is for you. Do you truly understand all that? And when you do, I think you'll find that you'll be very happy with the outcome when you finally figure that out. Okay. All right. You guys have some charts. I see some posts over here. Thank you for everybody logging in live that's not a member. I appreciate that. So really, really cool. Thank you. I see people from X and Facebook and YouTube. Thank you so much. And all you've got to do, I think I could be wrong. Maybe somebody could correct me on this today. But if you're in our Facebook room and you see us go live, I think something pops up or something says live, and then you got to click on it, and bada boom, bada bing, you're in the room. I think that's the same for YouTube and X. So please feel free to correct me if I am wrong about that. Okay. So let's see here. Vernon, you're looking at some Shaq. Thank you so much. Look at Shaq. Yeah. Look at that nice long downtrend. So for me, the long downtrend means we're getting oversold. I don't care what stochastics or RSI says. Just long down is oversold. Long up is overbought. Pretty simple. And now all of a sudden, what do we have here? Let's take a look. We have this dark candle over here, and then we have this wick down here. Now, I would have never paid any attention to this dark candle, but all of a sudden we have this big wick down here. We have a nice little double bottom setup. I know for everybody that carries around a protractor, you're going to say, oh, there's no double bottom. Well, throw the protractor away, okay? Here we pop up. Nice, nice candle. Nice bullish candle. And now we're getting a little follow through. We're setting up. Now, I trade a lot of moving averages I don't trade a lot of moving. I say that every time. I don't trade a lot of moving averages. What moving averages I trade them a lot. Blue one is the 50 period moving average. And that red one up here, these both are actually the 200 period moving average. One's modified. So if we go from this moving average, the 50, show stability and bullish above it, the next moving average that I'm going to look at is the 200 up here. That's the red solid line. Now, we do have one little fly in this ointment, and their 500 period moving average is right here at 101.60. So, I mean, is it a big deal? It can be a big deal. How do you know if it's a big deal? Watch what price does. That's how you know if it's a big deal. Okay. So I think that's a great looking chart. Earnings are in February, so we're clear of that. I think that's a superb chart to take a look at and trade. I would trade cautiously. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not sure about the whole restaurant thing. I am in the belief, like it or not, don't anybody throw an egg at me or anything. I'm in the belief that restaurant prices have to go higher because of cost of living. And I believe that people are going to not go to restaurants quite as much. So there you know what I think. Okay. So just be cautious with restaurants. But right now, the chart, well, I see it moving up to that 200 period moving average. And that's about a 10, 11% away. Thank you very much, everyone. Good morning. I'm interested in taking your 2 hours with you. Well, just click the button there. April, is that right? Yeah, you just click the button. I'll get you a link. Check it out on the website. You can email me at rick@ricksadler.com. Yeah, rick@ricksadler.com. And we'll be getting together. Yeah, that's live private coaching, by the way. Yeah. Run long, run a long way. Run. There we go. Absolutely. Look, this is a technical term. This is important. Okay. A chart will stay in a trend as long as it's in a trend. Okay. I think that is, I know it sounds corny as hell, but that is you can't get any more truer than that. You just can't. And here's price above the T line above the trend indicator. It's working. But wait, oh my God, we have this pullback. What do we do? That's called opportunity, is what that is. I'm going to come over here and just take from this red dot and go up here and draw to the green dot at the very right end. And we'll just extend that up like that. So now what I would look for is a couple things, a breakout. And that would, maybe put you in the buy category. It's in the buy category now. And there's nothing wrong with buying it right here based on this chart, the way I've drawn it. You know where your stop's going to be right there, right? $20 and a nickel, give or take some pennies. You may go a little lower. Some people might go a little higher. But bottom line, if I like it because it's in this wedge and it's above the trend indicator, well, how would you feel about it if it broke below the trend indicator? Not so good, right? So wouldn't that be your stop? Doesn't that make sense? It's not difficult. And if it breaks out, well, now we're running, right? Nice chart. Earnings in 3 days. I think that sucks pond water. So now you've got a choice. Do you want to fart around with earnings or not? See, I take a couple of days off and I'm just I am just spitfire here, right? Plug. Earnings in a few days. I can't imagine why anybody would want to trade that, but okay. So I'd love to know how that turns out for you. Anyway, I love the plug chart. I absolutely love it. I think that's fantastic. I think you've had a nice pullback here. I think the buyers might be starting to come in our favor. You've got the 50 period moving average. You've got the 500 period moving average. Now, me personally, I would want those dots to turn green. If you need an example of that, just look over here to the left. You'll see. But I know the lure of getting in early, it just sometimes you can't get over it, and that's cool. Just have your stop in there. The problem that I see, the earnings are in 6, 7 days, 8 days, I guess. Now, if that's okay, then okay. I would want to see positive trading. I'd want to see that. But, a lot of people buy on guessing down here like this, and there's nothing wrong with that. You are on a good moving average. I will say that. You're actually on 2 good moving averages. So 2 thumbs up on that one. Let's look at PACB. Bullish, long. You bet your sweet bippy. You bet. I question whether this is the place to buy it, but then, different traders, different strokes, the way they do things different. And not every trader is the same. But yeah, I think that's an absolute beautiful chart. Earnings day after tomorrow, so not interested in buying that chart. 500 period moving average right up here at we'll call it 270, right where it's been before over here on November of last year. So year from year, it's taken a year to get back up there, but it's close. Anyway, I love that chart. Even though it has earnings, I'm not interested in it, but I am going to put it on the watch list because in a few days, we won't have to worry about earnings. And that could be a prime pullback and a prime setup. So let's talk about this for a second. Let me get my little tool out here. So earnings, shazam. Let's just assume for a second it just zooms up on earnings. I will share a fact with you, and if you don't believe me, you can absolutely fact check me, okay? But this stock here will pull back, I promise you. Now, it certainly might shoot up one more day or a couple more days, but I promise you that this stock will give us an opportunity at some point and that's what I'll be looking for. All right. And please feel free to fact check me on that. Okay. That's a nice chart. It's a shame it has earnings. It really is. Let's see here. Sharon, you're looking at some QS. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's nice. Let's move this up a little bit. There we go. Earnings in February. Ha ha. You can see I've already got this one flagged. This is on my watch list too. I love that. We're out of earnings, right? Let's take a look at this chart for a second. And let's make this little tool here this. And if we just look right here, right there, and then let's take this move, and basically it's just up, right? You got your low, high, higher, low, basically it's up. And then you can see that consolidation. So the next move, that breakout, will be the next move up. And that's what I'm looking at on QS here. We are in buy territory right now. A breakout would be a buy. Maybe even a pullback would be a buy. But bottom line, I think QS is set up quite nice for that possible trade there. Thank you very much, Sharon. Hey, Daryl, AEOI. Adding to the long list. Yes, I agree. 100%. Earnings in December, so we're past all that earnings nonsense. Here we've rallied up and we've pulled back, and the pullback, the pullback has even got a nice trend here. We've got the low, there's a higher low, and well, here we have the technology. We can actually draw a line there, can't we? There we go. Look at that. So there's your starting point. There's point 1. Here's point 2. From point 2, just draw your line straight up and look where we are. Beautiful little tag of that trend line. A nice pop up. Here we come up. We're looking. We're peaking. We're looking at that 50% retracement area that I have there. That's that bunching of lines right in here. Beautiful. That is not on my watch list. However, I am going to put it there. Thank you very much for that one, Daryl. That's a nice chart. So target wise here, I think this one's worth a target. This is going to be the first target here. And let's go ahead and throw another one on, and that'll be plenty. So, if bought, relatively early before it moved, first target up there is about 15.5, and then up here it's about 28, maybe 29%. A beautiful, beautiful chart on that one. Thank you very much. CRM. Let's take a look at that. CRM. Yeah, that CRM is working. Earnings in December, 2 thumbs up. I like that. Get past all those earnings shenanigans. Look at this thing. Big move up. I mean, that's super nice little pullback. Charts acting wonderful. 200 period moving average is a target. And then we run right up here to the 500 period moving average, which is a possible target. So right now, I would say that CRM is definitely a trade. Looking good there. I love it. Hey, good son. I thought about you this morning. Are you still in, Irene? Who's in Irene? Anybody? Shout out. You deserve you are, way to go. Everybody in Irene, you deserve to eat a little special tonight. So go get your favorite dinner or dessert, whatever you do. Super trade, way to go, waiting it out, and good move there. So nice going. I think, I think we need to call it a morning here so I can get everything wrapped up. And hopefully it's not a pig with just lipstick on it. I honestly, you're so close to that $100 mark. Yeah, just thinking about it. All right. Hey, Julie, we'll look at one more. Look at Julie's there. Long-time member here. Yeah, I listened to Julie. Look at Julie. Oh, nice chart. The only negative is earnings on the 19th of this month, which that's not horrible. It's not like it's tomorrow. We've got definitely some time to it. If you're in it, I think that's a super looking chart. Target's up here at $8, then at 9.50. Just watch heading into those earnings. Okay. All right, everyone. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Have a wonderful day. Maybe for some people an evening. And we'll see all members. We'll see you right here in the room when the market opens up in about 28 minutes, 29 minutes. Remember that John from BYOB is having a members e-learning. Christmas. I was thinking about the next thing I'm going to talk about. He's having an open house free to the public today. And for members, I believe we have members e-learning this Thursday. Okay. You guys take care. We'll see you all in the room. Anybody else, we'll see you tomorrow morning live right here. Road to Wealth. Here to make some money. Okay. You guys take care.